Everybody. Today we are going to do some Lego building. I had a tough time deciding whether or not I wanted to go with the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory build or Wally, but I think we're going to start off with our Wally build. So let's get into it. This set's a little over 800 pieces, so 811. Comes with the three pictured here. You got Mo, Wally, and Eve, which is pretty cool. A lot of different interactive features. So we'll get this thing up and rolling. Okay, so it looks like we have a couple different books. We have a book with Eve and Mo in it, with the boot. And then we have a book for Wally and his trash. So that's cool. This one looks like seven bags total. Next week, so we have 7. So, doesn't seem like it should be too terribly long of a build. If I really cranked it out, I probably could finish it today, I bet. It's been so long since I've streamed and like dealing with count pieces that I don't even remember roughly about how long I would think to challenge myself to get this build in. That tower behind me took 20 hours. Riverdale was another Lord of the Rings set that took another 20 hours. And those were like, I want to say like 4,000 plus pieces, if not even more. So I think within a few hours I should have this done. I wouldn't think more than like I don't know, it used to be like an hour per bag roughly on those ones. So maybe should be less than 6 hours, I think, on this one. So let's get into it. Bag 1. It'll be loaded with all these brick separators. Bag 1's gonna put us with Wally right off the bat. I love these books because it tracks like the progress based off the theme with the character. So it's got little Wally just rolling across. Has us making our little garbage box first. Alrighty, what do we need here? We're just gonna get cranking into it right away. No time wasted. Little piece here that it has us building. Those of you watching, feel free to give me a follow, comment, like the video, subscribe. You know, all the necessities. YouTube is the same. So those of you that are watching me on Twitch right now, YouTube is Mr. Peterson Gaming as well. And those of you that will see this on YouTube, go ahead, follow me on Twitch, Mr. Peterson Gaming. So, got both platforms. What usually happens is that I will stream on Twitch, upload it over to YouTube. That's usually what happens. So, these ones, like that little round one, those are like little pop cans. You can see the opener and stuff on top there. So little cool little print that's actually not a sticker, so that's always nice. Good morning, those of you hopping in here. Feel free to chat anytime you guys are on. See who I got in here with me. We're just building our Wally and Eve set here with little Mo. Right now we're starting on the compressed trash that goes in Wally's little box. So, just ripped open bag 1. So this is what we got so far. Feel free to talk in the chat. Always appreciate it when you guys communicate, get to know each other. Alrighty. Hey, Mad Tinker, good morning. Here's our compartment box here we got going. A little trash box. Now we're gonna get started on Wally himself, so no problem. Yeah, it feels good to be building some sets again. It's been way too long here. And I've been buying them, but it's a matter of actually having the time with teaching and coaching and doing my master's program. It's been busy, so haven't had a whole lot of time to actually just sit down and relax. So when I've been home, that's pretty much what I've been doing, is just trying to relax as much as possible. But then none of this gets built. It just sits there. So kind of defeats the purpose of having it if you can't have fun building it. Gotta give you guys some content. I went with this one over Charlie and the Chocolate Factories today just because of the sense of the piece count. Holidays are coming up. I'm hosting Christmas at my place, which is in the next couple weeks, and Like I said, with the limited amount of time I have right now, I don't want to get in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory build, because that one's going to take me a little bit more time than what this one's going to. And I don't have like a set spot for my builds. My set spot for my builds lately is my kitchen table, because it's usually just me. But with holidays coming up, I don't want to start that big of a build without knowing that I would have time to finish it. So went with this Wally set because it's a lot less pieces. Shouldn't take as long. If I truly dedicated a lot of time within the next week here and into next weekend, so this weekend and next weekend, I could have probably finished building Charlie and Chocolate Factories, but I didn't want to risk it. Hosting Christmas, so this table has to be cleared. That's where a nice Lego room would be nice. Have it specifically just for building and storing it, and would be pretty cool. This could be a work in progress. So as of right now, this is after step 9. This is what we got. Nothing too crazy yet build wise, nothing too special or anything, so like I said, I'm hoping to have this one done already by today, which I think is definitely doable. It's only 7 bags. Thinking probably 6 hours, if even, depending on how fast these bags go. So far, this one's going pretty quick, so it's probably going to be even less time than that. Which I won't complain about. This is a set too that I also pre-ordered because I was so excited about it. I didn't realize they had a Wally set, and so their first big Wally set is going for crazy amounts right now. And I was like, ooh, that would have been a cool one to get if I was actually into Lego at that time, and I just never followed Lego and stuff till I saw my Lord of the Rings ones. After I got my Lord of the Rings one, then it was kind of addicted after that. And then now I spend too much money on Lego, so it's cool getting all these different sets that they come up with, and kind of see what designs and stuff they create. So when this set came out, I was like, oh, I missed the last Wally set. Like, this one came with Wally, Eve, and Mo, so all 3. I was like, okay, I have to get that. I know it's at a much smaller scale, but still kind of the same concept, so I wasn't like I was missing out on a lot. So I was like, okay, I can do that. And the price point was at a pretty reasonable price point. This set, I believe, was like $60. Nothing crazy. And it was on like Black Friday and stuff too, so part of me was like, well, I never even got to it right away like I was hoping. I could have got it on sale. I think it was on sale for like $45 for Black Friday sales there going on, but win some, you lose some. For Legos to go on sale, it doesn't happen too often, so you kind of just buy them when you can. When you can and as you can, and nothing too crazy from from there on, so. This has been a quick, easy build so far. So, nothing crazy yet. Okay, we're gonna page 18 already, step 24. We've only been doing this for 16 minutes total with introduction and everything. So I mean, this bag has been going nice and quick, and see how fast we can get this build done today. And the thing is too, we'll be taking breaks here at lunchtime and whatnot. So we'll go for a couple hours here and go ahead and eat lunch and then come back, call it good. Go from there on things and see how much longer we have per our build. There you go. So far, this is what we got. So we got the head. Hello, hello. Thank you. We got a USA Patriot. Welcome to the channel. I know you're a new one. What brings you into the channel today? How did you find it? That's the nice part with at least how little I am yet. I pretty much know who's been watching and who hasn't, who follows my channel and who doesn't. Once you get bigger, you kind of lose that aspect of things. It's not as personal. I like to get to know you guys better and see where everyone comes from. So today we're just building a little quick, easy Wally and Eve set. Came out a few months ago. Like I said, I pre-ordered it and just never got to it like I wanted to all right away, so. Okay, nice. So he was just saying he's looking for new streams to watch and decided to watch. My channel's tiny, so not a whole lot of viewers at a time, which is totally fine by me. Like I said, then it gets to be able to be developing a lot more of those personal connections and stuff with everyone and my viewers than being big and not being able to do that. So where are you from? I've had people from Canada and a couple couple places over in Germany. And where else have I had? We've had them kind of all over the place. Different states in the States and different places in Canada and overseas. So it's been big on different places. Kind of cool of seeing where all these people come from. And it's like I used to know all the places when I was streaming quite a bit. But like I said, I haven't been able to stream as much as I used to, so all that kind of gets faded because I used to repeat it quite often. Yeah, so this is going to be on a lot smaller scale than I was actually anticipating it being based off this build. But, you know, that's not terrible. So this is his main body so far is what we got going here. You can see the trash component here. That's where the trash is going to slide in. So he'll get a door and stuff eventually there. So these are pretty small. Not a big deal. I know the other one that I was talking about earlier, that's going to be on a bigger scale. But these will be cute little side stand pieces or whatever if you want. Get into bag 2 here. I did the Pixar night lamp. So the Pixar lamp with the ball. I did that on my side table on my guest bedroom. Acting as a lamp, right? Like you could get light kits to actually light it up. But I didn't do that. But yeah, that's just my night lamp for that side piece. Going on a bag 2 took us about 16-ish minutes. 15, 16 minutes probably for that bag. When you take out the introduction and stuff, so not terrible. Wants us to turn it over like this. I'm gonna flatten out all my pieces, see where I'm at. The Wallies and stuff that are on here aren't stickers, so that's always nice. Those are nice printed pieces. Alright, yeah. The light kits are super cool on them. I was going to do it for my couple big Lord of the Rings ones, like my Riverdale set and my tower. But when I looked into it, I was like, the process of trying to hide all the wires and everything, I was like, I just don't have the time for that. So I haven't done any yet. I might still do it. Just kind of depends. But yeah, it does give it a lot more life. It's a lot more of a showpiece at that point. So that part's nice, but... And you can get the sets pretty cheap, pretty reasonable. For most of them, anyway. And they're always coming out to be able to do the new sets that have released. So it's not like there's sets that aren't necessarily available for these guys for lighting kits. Got a couple more hopping in. Feel free to hop in the chat with us. Always love to know who's watching. See if any of them are my returning people here. Got a couple new ones today, and always appreciate the new ones and the ones that return. Like I said, it's been months since I did some Lego building, so I was really hoping to get on this weekend and get some Lego building done. This is our Wally body so far. And then we have his little trash compartment here for the front. So that's where we're at. We just opened up bag 2. We're getting on step 35 already. So we're about a quarter of the way done with Wally himself. Then we have Eve and Mo. It's nice because they separated the books. So you have Eve and Mo in the one and then Wally in the other here. But I have this set to get going on. Then I have Charlie and the Chocolate Factories to get done here. I have a couple of the Lego Speed Racers to do, Fast and Furious editions. So I look forward to doing those. Those are just ones that I'm keep debating if I want to open up or keep sealed in the box. Just haven't decided on that yet. I'll probably open them up though. We'll see. What do you guys think in the chat? Is that something you would want to see or leave them boxed up? I have 2 of those Fast and Furious Speed Racers to get built if I were to open them. Those would be smaller videos as well, so it wouldn't take as much. Okay, so yeah, see, I always wish I could. Where I live, in North Dakota, there really isn't stores. I mean, there's a couple thrift shops and stuff and whatnot, but Legos are very hard to come across here. Like, you pretty much do have to order them. And, I mean, there's a lot more stores carrying them, but it's like you're paying the full price and stuff. So, like, bargain buys and stuff just don't happen. Where bigger cities and stuff, and you go down south and whatnot, there's a lot more of those Lego stores that you can really get bargains on, which I'm very jealous of because that'd be so nice to be able to go to an actual Lego store, which isn't like officially Lego branded, but like a dealer of Lego, and find those retired sets that I wanted, or buy an open set that's cheaper or whatnot, you know, without having to go on eBay because eBay's just outrageous on prices or whatever else. So kind of just depends. So what sets were you able to get at the thrift shop? Which ones did you end up finding? Okay, so food truck. Is that a bigger build or a smaller build? This looks like it's gonna be box was open with tape to close it, but everything was sealed, even the manual for... Nice. So yeah, like you got it pretty much half off. If it's normally like $100 bill and you got it for 50. Those are the bargains I wish I could find. Yep. A lot of those retired sets are nice. And that's where I wish I would have got into this sooner, because there's quite a bit of retired sets that I would have loved to build. That would have been like really great show pieces. But like I said, I just never really followed Lego. I always wanted Lego as a kid, but never could afford it. And now it's crazy expensive, but I've enjoyed doing it, so it's nice to just have that relaxation piece here and there. And I don't try to go crazy overboard with buying Lego, because like I said, it is expensive, but you know, you get those select sets that you're just like, yeah, yep, I have to have that. Let's see here. How do they want us to do this? Okay. Okay. So here's what they add. Just locked in there, and what other sets were you able to get? Yeah, it's something that I just started out here last year. So I started streaming, little background, started streaming some Fortnite. At that point, I was a first grade teacher, and my students didn't believe that I did Fortnite, right? So they're like, oh, stream it so we can watch and whatever. And I was like, okay. So I started up my channel. Did it pretty much just for them. A little bit here, a little bit there, and just to prove that I did, and they enjoyed watching, and not a big deal, and made sure that got the parents' permission and stuff, and then they were able to watch me play, and it was like the coolest thing in the world, because it was their teacher doing it. So for them, as long as I could make them happy and give them that little bit of joy, that's all that matters to me with teaching. And at that point, I was like, well, I got these Lego sets, and Lego streaming's pretty big, and I was like, let's do these as well. So then I started doing my Lego buildings on stream too, and that's truly where most of my followers come from, is from the Lego building community. And it just blows my mind with how many people actually watch the Lego building, because it is so satisfying. Like, I'm sorry I don't have like the click 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 clicks, all that satisfying noises, and it's not all fast forward. It's real time, but it's these personal conversations and stuff that we're getting to have, and that's truly what I want out of my channel. I don't edit my stuff. I don't take the time and actually go through and edit everything. I literally just stream it and post my streams directly from Twitch, upload it to YouTube, and call it good. Um, I'm not that big, and nor do I really have the time to go through and actually edit everything on top of everything. But at some point, I'd like to try to fast forward them and get that satisfying clicking and make them shorter videos, because a lot of people, they see my streams that are like, oh, this is 2 hours or 3 hours or sometimes longer, that they're like, nope, that's too long to watch. So I mean, the viewer counts and stuff aren't as high, so if you can get those nice short videos, that's truly where the people watch them. Did I? Oh. I'm adding it to the wrong spot. That's why. So adding the front there, little Wally. Nothing too crazy yet. I also, when I first started building this channel up, tried to do a tripod also behind me and get like an upper view as well to help with the building and have multiple screens, but I have yet to be able to figure that out in a good setup for that. So I mean, that will come with time. Like I said, pretty much brand new to this streaming stuff yet. Yep. Yeah, to get those viewers and stuff, I mean, you have to hit the right crowd at the right time. You have to have the proper tags and everything, and truly, that's how it goes. I mean, there's a lot of people doing it. So, what are you going to do to necessarily promote yours is key and make it different from everyone else's. Like I said, I mainly just do it for my students to watch, and then I'm able to have those conversations and stuff with my viewers. That is what's most important for me on my stream. So I've hit a lot of the boxes to become an affiliate, but the one that is super hard to get is the average viewer count. Because my streams are much longer, that ruins my average score. You need to have at least like 4 viewers on average in order to become an affiliate. So that's the one I miss most of the time, which is what it is, because you have to keep it consistent. So if I'm constantly uploading, which I was, that count went lower and lower. But I wanted to build, so I just kept rolling. It'll come with time. Yep. Pretty sure that's what it is. 4 different viewers on 4 different videos. So show you guys this side in here in a little bit here. Okay, so this is what we got so far. This is all the way up to step 70, which is page 39 already. So a couple bags an hour is kind of where we're at. Got a little bit of pieces left here. So not quite done with bag 2. That'll probably put us about that hour spot. So nothing too crazy here. Oops. I'll take that piece back off because I missed a little gray piece that I have to add on it. Now I can put it down. And then it wants this piece. How do they do that? Something like that, maybe? Looks like it. Now we're going to flip it around and get the other side here. So that's what that side looks like as of right now. This is what we got so far. Going on this other side. Welcome for the people hopping in here. We're just on bag 2 of right now on Wally. Got Even Mo coming up later this evening, more than likely. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hop in the comments. Love seeing where you guys come from and what you do. Try to watch the chat as much as possible so I know if you guys are hopping in. All right. Yeah, so you did get quite a bit of good bargains there. USA Patriots just commenting some sets that he was able to get at his thrift store finds. So just getting that other sidewall built for Wally's body. That's where we're at. We're getting to that halfway mark of Wally being completed based off the book here. Which, yes, they are at a much smaller scale than I was predicting them being. I figured they would have been a little bit bigger. But, you know, it's still not a terrible size here. Once we get it built, I can show you. Like I said, they're just cute little show pieces at this point of just little stands, so it makes it easier to place in different spots. You know, you aren't forced to have this huge stand for showing them off or whatever. You can put them in more places you typically wouldn't be able to, meaning they are smaller. Just wrapping up bag 2 here after this last step. So I'll show you the overview so far of what we got after bag 2 here in just a couple seconds. We are about done here. And that's gonna go in the front. That is his panel board, so that's cool. So we got his panel board and everything in the front here. Sides are completed. We are getting close to getting Wally done. We're a little over halfway now after the second bag. Looks like bag 3 is going to start getting his tracks and everything ready. I think that's gonna be a pain, kind of looks like. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't take too terribly long. But as you can see, it's a pretty small build. Like I said, total with everything, it's a little over 800 pieces. I think it was like 811. This piece opens up. You have the trash can. I'm gonna shove that in there. Done. Boom. Slides out. So, not bad. Okay, that's where we're at. We're gonna get started on bag 3 here. Get going on that and see where time brings us, but I think we'll probably finish bag 3 and then call it good for lunch. And then after lunch, get started on more. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have this build done today. Shouldn't take more than a day for this one. I'm thinking probably 6-ish hours, but probably gonna be less. Maybe like 5. We'll see. See how everything goes and turns out, and I mean, so far we're doing pretty good on time for this build. But I'm looking at all these track pieces that are gonna have to be put together, and I think this is gonna be our time taker right here in this bag. That is one thing I have yet to have to do with that strategy. So it looks like these guys are gonna be just tiny little clips. They kind of just clip in. They're small and tedious. Anything small and tedious in Lego takes time. So we'll see what happens there. Get started on bag 3. Then I gotta go move my laundry and stuff around. Take lunch. Can't wait to eat lunch. I love food. Love food. Got pieces rolling all over my table here. Go ahead and, if you haven't already, give me a follow. Go ahead and try to give you guys follows backs as well in your channels, and if you guys stream and stuff, I try to hop in as well. You know, repaying that favor of hopping in mine, I try to hop in yours as much as possible as well. And like I said, it's a lot more personalized than some other channels. Try to keep it that way as much as possible. So far, this is what we got. We're on step 97 already, so we are cooking. We're making some pretty good ground, and like I said, I think this one will probably be done today. I keep pushing it. I don't really have other plans today. Tomorrow I'm going to have to get some homework and some grading and stuff done, but today I just need to take a day and relax. It was either today or tomorrow for streaming, and I figured today would be better. Just get it going and get it done. That way, if I truly had everything done, I can do some grading and stuff tonight too yet. But I do like streaming during the day on the weekends if possible, so you guys can actually watch. Granted, I know some people are still working, so I probably do lose some viewers in that sense, but I'd like to get this going throughout the day, so if it is something that's longer, I can keep it going. Then just part it out little bit by little bit. So, all right, so how do they want this? looks like it's there. Okay. So just putting the wheels on for the tracks at this point. This is the bottom base. Going on step 100 now. We are going to make our tracks at this point. So pretty much set that aside here. Start making our tracks and get that going, it looks like here. These are some cool little pieces that I haven't seen. For tracks, I'm sure this will be great. None of my builds have had stuff like this yet, so this is the first that I'm seeing those pieces, even though I'm sure they are in plenty of other sets. Just getting to about our hour mark here. Like I said, that's not terrible. We're making some pretty good time, I think, on this set. And it's not like I have to have a certain time thing. I just try to set a time and try to beat it. I did 6 hours on this build, which I think is going to be overkill, just because it's been a while since I've built, so I've been kind of out of the correct timing loop there. To properly give judgment. That's neat. Neat little track there. Got a couple more of you guys hopping in. I appreciate it. Right now, this is our Wally build. This is where we're at. Oh, skipped a step. Gotta get this added here. Clicked on. This could be a little bit of a pain, it looks like. So this is our base of the track here. And now it wants us to complete the track, which I said is going to take time because we have to put all these little things together for the track. This is the body so far we have of Wally, for those of you that are hopping in. Pretty good timing so far. We have Wally, Eve, and Mo in this build. On these tracks down, we need 28 of these pieces connected to each other. So, and we'll get going on that, I guess. Whoops, missed that one. I was like, I don't want these ones to bust. Right now we're at 12 and we need 28 of them. We'll do 2 rows of 14, just so they're easier to handle. Okay, we're just coming on to 14 now. So we have 14 and 14. Connect these bad boys up. Makes 28. And how do we need to do this? Okay. Looks like we got it on there the way it needs to. And it wants us to get it into Wally. So we have our first track. That actually wasn't terrible. I was expecting it to be a lot longer than that, but it actually wasn't as tedious as I thought. Pretty easy process, it seemed. They move nice here. Not bad. So now we'll have to get going on the other side. Be pretty much the same, but just reversed. Thank you for those that are still up and joining in on this stream. Much appreciated. If you guys have any questions along the way, feel free to comment so I know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep cruising along. You guys have questions, you drop them anytime. I've been watching, so I will continue to watch that chat as it comes up. We're almost at our track part again. Okay. Now to put 28 of the track pieces together again. So I'm going to do what I did last time, do 14 and 14. That worked really well. Welcome, welcome. Right now, just on the second part of the tracks for Wally. Did the one side, have to do the other. Got 14 here. Need 14 more. 2 more. And 14. Get this added on. Boom. Just like that, you got your track. Go ahead and edit on the other side. Coming together pretty nicely. Got a couple more things on this one, and then we're going to be taking a lunch break here in a couple minutes after this bag is complete. So those of you hopping in, thanks for joining. Be sure to follow so you know when I hop back on, because we'll be continuing this build today. And for any other content that gets added, I do have the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that will be coming. And a couple of the Fast and Furious Speed Racers that will be coming. Any other builds that you have missed, go ahead and follow my YouTube, Mr. Pedersen Gaming. Everything's spelled exactly the same as Twitch. So if you need spellings of everything, that's where it's at. Right now we're just building the arms of Wally, is what it looks like we're getting set up here. Arms and hands. Get some hands here built. Okay, so you got his arm and his hands there. We need 2 of those. So we're going to flip back, build the other one, and get those connected on. And then that will be the end of a bag 3, which then gives us time for our lunch break, which would be about 30-ish minutes. So it's not gonna take long. Just get laundry and stuff turned over is my plan. Sit down and eat, and then get cooking on this again and get it rolling. At this point, my plan is to finish it today. See how long it takes. Shouldn't take too long, but I think I should be able to get it done. I think it should be easily done. Couple pieces that's left. 2 extra mini pieces there. Couple track pieces left over, which is good. Okay, so we gotta add these bad boys. So there you go. And his hands, his arms, tracks, everything. We can manipulate his arms with so much, obviously. But can go up and down and back. So they have that grooved out there. Those are the ones you can do. So there we go. That's end of bag 3. Bag 4, I'm sure, tops them off. And then Wally will be done. And then we'll start on even Mo. Which, honestly, part of me just wants to finish bag 4 now. Nah, it's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. But there's not a lot left. That'd be a good split, though. To get Wally finished up. And then we come back and start on even Mo next. That transition piece, as a content creator. But I'm going to leave you hanging. So, come back in about 30. Make sure you are followed and subscribed, both channels. I'm going to get this one rolling up, getting it uploaded to YouTube here and while I eat. And then we'll come back from lunch here in a little bit, probably about 30, 40-ish minutes. And get started on finishing Wally here. And get going on Eve. So, look forward to seeing you guys when I hop back on. And thanks, Mad Tinkerer, for joining. Make sure to go check out his channel. He does a lot of Lego building and stuff as well. He's a cool guy and will teach you lots of interesting facts. So, literally, go check out his channel. US Patriot, thanks for joining. I'll have to look into your channel too, see what you do, and we'll go from there. So, see you guys in about 30, 40 minutes, and hope to see you guys there. So, peace out.